Good morning, good noon, good evening, good night to whoever you are or whenever you are. I hope you are having a wonderful day. 4th of July Eve. It is July 3rd, 6, and it's a few minutes after noon. It's hot! It's hot in Topeka, Jack. Oh my God. It is hot, hot, hot. I am staying inside. I am not going unless I have to. I am staying inside. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Oof. I am staying inside. I finally got new shoes. Those of you out there, I use Skechers, and I had Skechers outfit, and I wore them out to a point where they started literally falling apart. So it took me, I bought them today, so it took me a bit to get them because they're expensive. Got it for like a good price, under $100. Still, they're expensive, but they work. If you want quality, sometimes you're just gonna have to put extra for quality, especially when they work. I remember Skechers; those were my jam. Like, they helped. None of that, they make me look taller. Advantage. But yeah, no. So large fit and everything. So yeah. Look tired. I am very tired. I had to wake up and give someone a hand. And yeah, that's about it. I'm just tired. Hopefully I'll get some sleep soon. Yeah, it was a pretty long week for me. It's kind of long. Yeah. I felt like I couldn't go any faster. Yeah. And all, everything goes well. Thankfully. Yeah, I'm just hanging out. Pretty much. Yeah, I'm trying to find a new hobby or something, because one project, it was like a voice acting project. That's done. I had to just do some retakes and I finished that. I haven't heard anything back. I need to do new retakes for those retakes. But luckily, those. And I'm nearly done with the fiction work. I can't say nearly done, but I'm like third, like close to completing it. Completing. I do a Teen Wolf fanfic. Give me a bit to finish. I am hopefully on the last chapter. Hopefully that is it. Because it has to end. I have to break this curse. Because, as I said before, and I've been pretty open about it, a case of procrastination. And bad since I am older. I am no longer under my parents' roof. And there's a lot of things that take priority. And procrastination is not. I get it from my mother, most likely, and my mom goes, I am guilty. It's kind of funny because when I was in high school, there wasn't room to procrastinate. It was no questions asked, do it. And I will always remember my teacher. I was a junior, maybe senior. I think a junior. And the was, because we were reading the Scarlet Letter, the assignment was to pick a letter of the alphabet, have it something, and then wear that letter the whole day or like the week. It was either the whole day or the week. And then had to get signatures. Like, because you had to prove you wore it, you know. You wore it for like the whole day. You had to prove it. So it wasn't hard for me to do. But it was really, really that all the teachers would ask me, you know, what the was. And I chose P for procrastinator. And I always got the same reaction from teachers because whatever assignment they told me, did it. No questions asked, no issues, no nothing. They wanted it first thing tomorrow morning. They got it first thing tomorrow. They wanted it by Friday. They got it by Friday. They wanted us to do well on tests. Do well on tests. You know, I would make sure to stick with B's and A's, mostly A's. I was an overachiever or something. I just wanted to high school and not be held back. That was it. I was just like, last part of my education. I have 4 years left of going to school. I would like to succeed and not be held back and go to a good college or something. I don't know. But yeah, when I would tell them, oh, I'm a procrastinator, they're like, you a procrastinator? No, believe that. You know, not true. Like with the grade or how you dedicate yourself to your, you know, academic. No, it has to mean something else. What does it mean? A procrastinator, because I am. You know, it's funny because back then no one believed me, and it's true. I'm a very bad procrastinator. I literally have to, and it gets to a point where I get pissed off at myself that, hey, you need to do this. You know what you need to do. You talk. You need to start walking the walk. You know, you've learned that from, you know, you said that yourself. Don't be a hypocrite. You're talking the talk. You better walk, otherwise don't say nothing. And it's true. If you're going to be talking a big talker, you setting yourself a failure. You know, no one's going to take you. Going to believe you, no one's going to trust you, and they have every right because you're doing this. If you're doing this, then this, you set yourself up. Now with me, like, I'll do this, we'll be doing this. You better believe it. The people who know me, like I always say it, better believe I back it all up when I walk the walk. And look at that. And y'all said I was going to make a documentary, did a documentary. Said I was going to do a movie, you know. And then if I'm not talking, that's when you really, because with me, I'm one of those like, okay, I'm hearing this, hear more of this, and I want to see more of this. I'm a woman of results. If you telling me you're going to be doing something and it's not done, don't be surprised if I start either going off on you or like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. And usually, okay, fine. I'll believe it when I see it. That's just learned over the years. That's just me. But yeah, I guess people don't believe that because where you're talking this is, how does that work? It's hard to believe. It's just me. But yeah, so I finished up this Teen Wolf fan fiction. I'm on the last chapter, whole last chapter. I'm trying to, because I do post on .net and Archive of Our Own. If you guys would like to see it, it's Teen Wolf: The Reluctant Champion on Archive of Our Own. Fanfic.net. So if you have an account on either of the websites, like I said, type in Teen Wolf, The Reluctant Champion under the quiet one. That's one as in the word one, not the number one, but the word one. We'll find it. And that is 12 chapters. This is the 13th. Hopefully soon. Maybe out. I've been doing a page a day because I don't seem to have the drive to actually do what I used to do when I was a kid. Every weekend I would be in my room on the computer hours upon hours upon hours. I like it. My mom encouraged it because she goes, I like it when you write because it doesn't stay out of trouble. Yeah, I stayed out of trouble because, well, y'all don't let me do anything. Yeah, it is what it is, But I feel writing, there was no harm, no foul. I mean, just like you're cooped up in your room, things like that. But at least you guys know I'm in my room. Where can I go? But yeah, I'm glad and stuff like that. Oh, I gotta show you something. So, if y'all's like some blind boxes, I got a blind box that is Labubu. Almost like something out of Gundam or Mecha, like Bioshock. That. I do like Labubus. There's another one I have for you guys. It was. I think I found it. Here you go. It's like a Halloween and a scented. I got this one. And every time I look at these, they remind me of Carol from Where the Wild Things Are. I think I've said that before, but I'm not. But one of these, I want a Labubu because I've seen them. Because there's like one, and there's one that's gray, or was it brown? I think it was gray, and I wanted the gray one. But I remember that it was being sold somewhere. It was like for $500. I'm like, $500 for that little thing? Like my Gundam model kit, 6th model. It was what's it get? 1/6 model kit did not cost that much. No, But yeah. I have no updates or nothing. You guys, some of you guys giving comments about the movie that I don't have the details yet. Hopefully soon. I do remember them said this movie to be done by September. So that's like 2 months from now. So I don't know if in September it would be released or I do know that they said that they wanted everything done by September. And it is just like the gentleman that I was with for my voice acting, for the voice acting project that I just did. He said that he wanted everyone that was attached to that project, he wanted all of their lines done by the end of the summer, which finished all of those lines, especially the retakes, in June. So things are done. So hopefully it'll start going in. When that project will happen, idea. That's more audio rather than both video and audio. Whereas this movie that I did was video and audio. Of course, I showed you pictures of the blood. So I appreciate you being very happy with me and your support. I will keep you updated. Like I said, the gentleman that was directing that project, that he wanted this project to be in September. And I finished those scenes. I only had this to be done with them. That's about it. So I don't know what else. If we have to do retakes, I'm more than happy to do retakes. We just have to figure out how to do so. But everything else, yeah, keep you updated. I promise you all. But I September of this year, but we'll see. I do remember them saying they said later on this year, and I know they said September. They wanted everything finished by then. So I don't know if they meant finished by with all they filmed with myself and other actors, or they wanted to have it released by September or with. So we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know. I'm sure they will let me know. I'm very, very happy. I had so much. Oh my god! Like even I'm still now like really hard because it's just like that is so unexpected. And thinking of it, But yeah, I'm like still trying to process it, even though there's nothing much, like I said, I met the gentleman, like I gentleman prior, we were acquaintances, we would talk here and there, and because I had a question to ask them, and I just, if it was like we were friends for years, like, hey, are you da da da, like, no, hey, how are you, no introduction, what's the matter with you? But this young man was very kind and very sweet and said, no, I'm not, blah blah blah, and we would talk here and there, so it would send a reply, and then I think maybe weeks later I would get a reply back. It was really like I said, acquaintances. It wasn't like an everyday thing, once a week thing. It was like once in a while, But yeah, they said that they were selling a mask of theirs for films. I purchased that mask. What was thought to be like get in, get out kind of thing. That's what I thought it was. Like getting here's right. We go our separate ways. We got our stuff. We go our separate ways, and then we leave. No, hung out. We started talking, reminiscing. Sort of getting to know each other. Of filming. Because filmmakers, I'm not at the level that he is, but it was just like I to know how things do work, and even though I'm, and the only thing I can think of, because we were talking about music, and the only thing I can think of, and I'm not gonna go much into detail with it, but we were talking about the bride that earlier this year, which I liked it. Not many people did. It's kind of funny. It didn't do well in theaters, but is now doing well in streaming. So that's. But yeah, so we were and if you went more deep diving in Shelley's history, I guess I must have touched him or impressed him or something, because a few days later, well, actually, it was kind of funny because they felt bad for rushing and things like that. I said, no, don't worry. And then they were talking about an idea for another movie. I sent them a link of my film. Like, this is what I did. This is how I did it. I'm not saying you need to do it. It could help you out or just an idea. And next thing I know, I'm offered, hey, the movie idea I had, do you want to be a and I was like, hell yeah. And they were like, over the weekend? I'm like, heck yeah. I had so much fun. I had fun. So I'll see the front out product. I think it's going to be awesome. It's going to be so awesome. So I'm going to head out here. I'm going to go ahead and watch TV and chill and relax and everything. I'm going to chill and everything. Stay out of the heat. So you guys be safe out there. Stay and be safe. Enjoy yourselves, but please be safe. It's 4th of July. Yeah. So be safe out there and be careful. Fireworks or sparklers or anything, because you're in the spirit of 4th of July. Be safe about it. Be smart too. Like, just be smart and be safe, alright? So. Yeah. Again, have fun. Be safe.